Hello, people. Can you hear me? We need to get going with this because I've got work soon. Need to get this done before work. It has indeed, Rick. I'm assuming that means you can hear me. So let's get this underway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode. I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm gonna mute my laptop, I should say. Episode 40. Jesus, 40 episodes of Ferocity now. Or episode 314 as a whole. We now have 2 more shows. Well, 1 more show after tonight. Before the Infiltration pay-per-view. Infiltration, of course, the final stop for Ferocity until Unchained, the Elimination Chamber event. But let's get right into it. Without further ado, the undercard and the debut of Kimmy Briggs. Let's hope her theme works. Well, not works, just doesn't mess up. Ignore that. We ain't in Dublin. But here she comes. Another independent superstar making her CMV debut tonight. Kimmy Briggs. Definitely a fast rising superstar around the indies, if you will. Relatively unknown 6 months ago. Now be making her CMV debut. Yes, indeed. Another Briggs. We had Amber, now we have Kimmy. That'll be a clash one day. I remember Amber Briggs actually replied to the tweet when we announced the signing of Kimmy Briggs. Didn't look too pleased about it. But nonetheless, Kimmy Briggs looking to make her CMV debut tonight. Going to be going one-on-one with Violet Blackwell. In our first of 3 undercard matches up next, we will be seeing the Blazing Dragons take on a kind of a last-minute thrown-together team of Sabra Abadi and Ali Vaziri, and then of course to cap off our undercard tonight, it was originally supposed to be Angelina Hawkins in action, but it's now Sophia Gibson. Not sure what happened to Hawkins. I'm sure we'll get an update later on in the show. Maybe the establishment had something to do with that. Of course, with Hawkins going one-on-one with Raiden Brooks next Sunday. Violet Blackwell, though, looking to stop the hype train behind Kimmy Briggs tonight. Put her down before her career can really get started here in CMV. Let's see if Kimmy Briggs is willing to go down like that, though. Here we go. Kimmy Briggs. Violet Blackwell, the bell has rung. First match of the night. And Violet Blackwell going to start out strong. Nice suplex to Kimmy Briggs. Now a stop to the face. Blackwell in control of Kimmy Briggs to get this match underway. Rubbing the face against the mat. Elbow drop to the back of Kimmy. Welcome, Soul. Yes, we are live. I got one of the themes that were corrupted, and then I replaced the matches of the others. Uranagi there by Violet Blackwell. Overhand right. Violet Blackwell looking to pick Kimmy up to her feet. Goes for a suplex. Kimmy counters. Punch to the gut. Now Kimmy going for a suplex of her own to Violet Blackwell. Now some stops to the upper body, keeping Blackwell grounded against the mat. I wonder if she's related to the former general manager, or interim general manager, Arthur Blackwell. Goes for a double leg reversed by Violet Blackwell. Now an overhand right. Irish whip now by Blackwell. Going to send Kimmy Briggs into the ropes, off the ropes. Catches the big boot. Look at that reversal by Kimmy Briggs. Knee to the inner thigh. And another knee to follow up. Certainly a back and forth match so far to kick off tonight's episode. The main event of the undercard, I think, was the only one. I didn't know Hawkins' theme. I think that's the only one. Fury's match is the same. Fury's match is still Vicious versus Fury. Into the pin. Here we go from Blackwell 1. And the co-main event is still Cassie and Winters versus Casey Wilson and Jane Lucid. Snap suplex by Violet Blackwell. Looking to send Kimmy packing home with her first loss in her first match. Kimmy ain't going down though. Forearm smash. Knee to the midsection of Violet Blackwell. Now a drop kick to the back. Stop to the upper back or the back of the neck of Violet Blackwell. Now looking to drop some stomps on the midsection. Some knees to the midsection now. And once again from Kimmy Briggs. Gonna roll Violet Blackwell. Oh! Could that be enough to put Blackwell over? She's hooking that leg like she thinks she's got the job done. Yes, she has! Kimmy Briggs! Damn! Debuting and picking up the victory in very quick fashion. Kimmy Briggs not wasting any time here to kick off the show. Blackwell went down early. And Kimmy Briggs kicks off her CMV career with a win here tonight. I'm sure the Ferocity general manager Laura Sampson is happy with that. You know how she's been so far this season. They're all about that in with the new, out with the old. I mean, Violet Blackwell's not necessarily old. But she'll be happy to see that another one of her signings is picking up a win here tonight with Kimmy Briggs putting down Violet Blackwell. The Rebel picking up the win tonight here in her Ferocity debut. It'll be interesting to see what she can bring to the table throughout her CMV career. Welcome to CMV Kimmy Briggs. I was about to say CMV career. Welcome to CMV Kimmy Briggs. But now on to our second match of the evening. One of the top teams in the women's division. The Blazing Dragons going to be in action as they take on the somewhat thrown together impromptu tag team of Aya Ali Vaziri and Sabra Abadi. It's Japan versus Saudi Arabia tonight on the undercard. I would say so far it's between the Blazing Dragons and No Morality to be next in line for those CMV Women's Tag Team Championships. They'll want to keep on winning, keep on picking up the wins. I wonder how these teams, though, feel about the inclusion of Cassie Maverick and Fury into the tag team division. That's certainly the most stacked tag team going right now. But out first, it will be Sabra Abadi. She was on quite the hot streak for a while until she ran into the Mack truck of momentum that was Tiffany Razor. What a win it would be, though, for Sabra Abadi and Aya Ali Vaziri if they can put down one of the top teams in this division, especially when they're not even a tag team. Sabra Abadi was turning to be one of the more intimidating newcomers in the division. She still is. I think she's still got a pretty solid record. She's only taken a handful of losses. Likes of Cassie Maverick and Tiffany Razor. Not many more, though. Sabra Abadi and Aya Ali Vaziri will be interested to see the kind of chemistry they have. Neither have competed in a tag team match so far in their CMV careers. Could it be a match made in heaven, or will they fall in comparison to the Blazing Dragons here tonight? Aya Ali Vaziri, certainly the intimidating foe. She may be small, but she is no slouch. Her record doesn't say it so far, but you put her in the ring with anyone on a good night, she could probably pick up a win. The thing with these NGW competitors is we don't quite know their ceiling. So while Aya Ali Vaziri hasn't won yet, she wasn't pinned in her first CMV match, and then she lost to another NGW call up in her second match. So we haven't really seen her get a shot at any of the competitors on the actual roster yet, or the original roster, not including NGW. Of course, we don't know their ceiling. We don't know where they are in comparison, is what I'm trying to say. Tonight could be a good measure of that. However, it's still a tag team match. I kind of want to see Vaziri in a singles match against a regular on the roster. So far, though, Akiko starting out strong. This is going to be they're going to have to watch out for the submissions of Blazing Dragons. Akiko, of course, has that rear naked choke, while Murasaki has the armbar. A tweet coming in from the cowgirl. Oh my god, Akiko out of the gate already with a forearm to the outside as a tweet comes in from the cowgirl, who's in tonight's main event, who says, "Ain't that cute? The fat hog made herself a little friend. Adorable." Akiko taking control of this matchup early. In control on the outside of the Saudi Arabian. Because, like I said, the test here tonight will be Aya going against these kind of main roster competitors. She's only fought, I mean, if you look at the NGW, I don't want to say Vixens, because you cancel that name out, competitors who have come up. Alexia Stroud obviously went one-on-one with Amber Briggs and gave her a real run for her money. Almost became the hardcore champ. We haven't seen Maria Rose with the exception of that fatal four-way, and then she lost to another NGW call-up. We need to see these NGW call-ups against the mainstays of the roster, and tonight will be a first taste of that. For all we know, they could be, top-tier competitors, and we've just kind of thrown them against each other. Or we've just put them against other top-tier competitors in the form of Amber Briggs. But now here comes the tag. Aya Ali Vaziri tagged in. Looking to pick Akiko up to her feet. Akiko has the head, though. Underhooks for his... I was going to say... Oh, into the armbar! Nice! Of course, the Blazing Dragons have the tag team experience. They would be the favorites in this matchup as Akiko sets Aya up on that top rope. Looking to send her across the ring with an arm drag. Again, here's that rear naked. Will this match be over nice and early, or will Aya be able to escape? Yes, she will. Has that, I believe, military background. I'm mistaken? Am I mistaken? Military background for Aya Ali Vaziri. Backhand now, knife edge chop reversed, elbow to the face though. Launching Akiko across the ring. I think she's trying to tag out to Sabra Abadi here. Unable to make the tag, Akiko in the way. Akiko slowly getting back up, kick to the gut by Tanashi. Uppercut. Puts Aya in the corner. Now tagging out to Ryu. This is what I'm talking about. That tag team prowess of the Blazing Dragons. Leg drop. Now going to hook the leg. Here is Ryu into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Aya able to kick out. So far it's been pretty much Aya versus the Blazing Dragons. Sabra Abadi hasn't done too much. You want to watch out for that Kimura though. He's put down many vixens in the past. Yes, Rick. Post-match in a promo, please. Hurricane Rana. Aya now looking to tag out to Sabra. Abadi now in the ring. Headlock by Murasaki Ryu. Has the underhooks. Maybe was going for that armbar transition, but Abadi counters it. Off the ropes we go now. Big elbow drop. Now again, off the ropes again. Abadi, elbow drop again. Abadi looking to pick Ryu up to her feet. Has the head of Murasaki, maybe trying to drag her across the ring, maybe look for the tag. With Aya Ali Vaziri, but able to get free. A couple of elbows to the midsection of Abadi, and a third elbow to break the hold. Reverse DDT by Sabra Abadi. Now looking to drag Ryu across the ring. Maybe look for that pin with Aya Ali Vaziri, and there's the tag. Aya taunting a downed Ryu who's slowly trying to crawl towards the ropes, kick to the gut. I'm sure Aya won't be showing too much mercy. Stomp to the midsection of Ryu. Aya looking to pick Ryu up to her feet. Overhand right. Oh, countered! That might be a big clutch reversal by Ryu. Brainbuster now. Aya could be in trouble off of that counter. Could we be seeing a Kimura coming in the near future? Gonna go for an armbar here. Beautiful transition. Aya could be in trouble. Hyperextending the leg and the arm, trying to force Aya to tap, and she does! Where was Abadi? Abadi giving no damn about her partner tonight. Abadi just standing there watching Aya call out for help. Just like, nah, you're none of my problem. And Murasaki Ryu forces a submission. I wonder how the former military competitor will, I don't know what she's called. She's part of some Arabian military. I don't know what the terminology is. But I'm sure she won't be happy with Abadi not coming in to save her. And Ryu able to get the submission. Like I said, I want to see Aya in a one-on-one singles match. A tag match isn't her forte. She's taken on tag specialists. You know what? I bet from her perspective it's those capitalists ganging up on her, huh? Look at me, Rick. I'm giving you all this content. But Blazing Dragons pick up another win tonight on the undercard. Murasaki Ryu and Akiko Tanashi. Picking up the win as we head into our main event. Like I said, it was originally Angelina Hawkins in action. But that match has been changed. I'm not sure what's happened to Hawkins. Like I said, I'm sure Laura Sampson and her establishment have something to do with it. And of course, with Raiden Brooks taking on Angelina Hawkins next Sunday at Infiltration. Sophia Gibson, no slouch. I heard Sophia Gibson talking backstage. I know she's extremely unhappy with the fact that she is on the undercard. She was the highest women's match on Implosion. When she beat Lexan Damjin for the Women's Championship 2 years ago. She is not happy with her booking over recent months. Not happy with the fact that all of these new competitors are coming in, taking her spot. I don't know if we've ever seen Gibson versus Jenny Wheeler, though. This is bound to be an interesting matchup. Let's hope Wheeler doesn't get put in another squash. Was it Wheeler who got put in a squash against Steele? I'm forgetting. I think it was Wheeler. It feels like with Wheeler, we either get these 5-star phenomenons, like the one with Fury, the one against Hawkins, or the game just like, nah, we'll screw her over. One of the two always happen. We never get something in the middle. We never get an average match out of Jenny Wheeler. It's always either 5-star or nah. Let's hope it's a 5-star. And here we go. Sophia Gibson. Jenny Wheeler starting out strong over the top rope onto the apron. Straight right by Jenny Wheeler. Wheeler in control right now. Dropping that knee. Wheeler looking to pick Gibson up. Wheeler has the head of Gibson. Look, oh, this is not a side of Wheeler we're used to seeing. Wheeler is not normally the aggressive type, but Wheeler slamming Gibson's head off the barricade. DDT by Gibson now on the outside. Irish whip now into the steel ring post. You know how much damage the environment does. Gibson now putting Wheeler underneath that bottom rope. Stop to the lower back. We're not going to see another submission, are we? Oh, it's not a submission, just a hold. Trying to hyperextend the arm of Jenny Wheeler. Irish whip, Wheeler into the ropes. Off the rope she goes. Drop kick. Wheeler being smart, creating some breathing room in between her and Sophia Gibson. Gibson, the former women's champion. Not looking to let another, not newcomer at this point, but in comparison new. I think people often forget that Sophia Gibson is very accomplished inside the ring. I mean, if you think she's a former women's champion, I think she has the 6th or 7th most wins in the women's division. Highest women's match at Implosion 2 years ago. Beat Damjin with her own move. Oh, that was a nasty clothesline by Sophia Gibson. Now an elbow drop by Gibson. Irish whip under that bottom rope. Back into the ring we go. Wheeler laid out on her face. Stop to the lower back. Gibson, of course, got to watch out for that super kick. Wheeler got to watch out for skull-crushing finale. Either of them could end the match at any point. The ultimate underdog versus a former women's champion. I don't know if she's an underdog here. Oh, but Gibson, the first one hitting the big moves. There's the brainbuster. Oh, shit. Gibson looking to waste no time. Fuck. Gibson, skull-crushing finale. Well, rest in peace. 1, 2, 3. Sophia Gibson coming out here doing the work that she was asked of. Isn't happy with it, but gets the job done on tonight's undercard. Gibson coming out here with the win. skull crushing finale as per usual. I think that might be her 40th win. But Sophia Gibson picks up the win to cap off tonight's undercard match. And like I said, I mean, that's aggressive Gibson. That's the Gibson when she's pissed. Interesting to see how that side of Gibson does. She's evidently not in a good mood being put on all these undercards. But now for Topher's favorite song. See, look, Topher, Quinn was right there. Said she's not on the show. But welcome, everybody, to episode 40 and episode 314 as a whole. Let's get this underway. First matchup of the evening. Leslie Llewellyn making her main card debut against the unbeaten Charlie Baker. Leslie Llewellyn also unbeaten in her own right. 2-0 versus, I think, like 10-0. As Leslie Llewellyn looks to end that unbeaten streak. Making her way down to the ring tonight. Oh! We said Gibson was moody. The former women's champion. We said she was annoyed that all these newcomers are coming in, taking a spot. Annoyed that she keeps getting put on the undercard, and here she is again after that relatively quick performance against Jenny Wheeler. We said she was annoyed that she kept getting put on the undercard, annoyed that these newcomers keep coming in here, taking her spot. The former women's champion finally doing something about it, taking it to Leslie Llewellyn. Like, nah, I've had enough. Gibson doing it, started to resist the newcomers. All that matters, Batman, is that I have Stacy. Oh, wait a minute, but Leslie with a reversal. Kick to the gut. Some kicks to the midsection of Sophia Gibson. Leslie Luell refusing to let this former women's champion put her down. Overhand right. But a punch to the gut. Gibson back to her feet. Float over. Neck breaker by Sophia Gibson. Coming out here to take it. To Leslie Luell tonight. She's tired of being overlooked. The former women's champion. Finally making a statement. As we move on to our second match of the main card. Fury in action. A tweet coming in from the Women's Intercontinental Champion, who in tonight's co-main event teams with her infiltration opponent, Cassie Maverick, saying, let's forget about the belt tonight and focus on what matters, alright? I don't know if Cassie Maverick can forget about the belt. She calls that belt her baby. Now, see, this is an interesting matchup. Fury, about a year ago, actually, had issues with No Morality when it was ran by Sophia Caldwell. It wasn't really the rest of No Morality. It was just Caldwell, the leader, at the time. And now tonight, I think this is the first time in a long while, Fury taking on a member of No Morality in the form of Miss Vicious. Miss Vicious, of course, has that World Championship Chamber qualification match at Infiltration. And I can confirm that Fury is in the same boat. Fury will have a Women's Hardcore Championship qualification match at Infiltration. I'm not sure who it will be against yet. I'm sure we'll find out over the coming weeks. But Fury will have an opponent at Infiltration in a qualification match for that Women's Hardcore Championship Elimination Chamber. Imagine Fury. Oh my! Now look, think about that chamber right now. That chamber right now has Briggs, Nancy Hurt, and Jacqueline Bennett in it. Also Ryan Munoz. But the size of those competitors combined this next Sunday, so are massive. And now potentially add Fury to that. Jesus, Fury, Nancy Hurt, Jacqueline Bennett, and Amber Briggs inside the chamber. I mean, she's probably pissed, Sol, but she hasn't had much chance. She hasn't spoken since, if you recall. You know, she's probably fuming. We'll wait. We'll find out. Maybe that's why she teamed Winters up with our Infiltration opponent tonight against the current CMV Women's Tag Team Champion. You know, I imagine as she gets closer and closer to giving birth, we'll be seeing her less and less on screen. Of course, if you recall, if Dynamite beats the debuting Andy Jaden at Infiltration, Samson is essentially out of a job. That was the stipulation. If Andy Jaden wins and proves that the new talent is once and for all better than the old, not only does obviously Dynamite lose and Samson keeps her position, but Jade Dynamite will have to bow to Riley Dixon. I mean, she put herself in that situation. She's that confident. But now it's Fury in control of Miss Vicious right now. Dropping those lefts on the face. Of the former, well, current Queen of the Ring. Of course, she has a match with Riley Dixon next Sunday. Fury off the ropes. Axe handle. And besides, that time off could do her good if Dynamite does indeed pick up the win. High stakes indeed in the co-main event of Infiltration. We're yet to find out what Quinn will be doing. Some knees to the midsection. Miss Vicious is no slouch. Went through Queen of the Ring. Near enough put down Cooper. She could be Women's Undisputed Champion. We don't know who would be Women's Undisputed Champion right now if it wasn't for Sophia Coolwell. Because if you recall, Miss Vicious was actually having her way with Megan Cooper in that Women's Undisputed Championship match. It was, of course, the distraction by Sophia Coolwell that led Cooper to win. Cooper still wasn't 100% after those nasty uppercuts from Samantha Steele the month prior. Irish whip, Miss Vicious over that top rope. Miss Vicious actually has a much better record than you would expect. One of the better ones. I think she's closing in on that top 10 as far as most wins go. Fury, I think, sits in 3rd or 4th. Kick to the gut. Now a boot to the midsection, another boot to the midsection, a 3rd one. Fury in control. Straight right, boot to the gut. Going for a scoop slam. Vicious slips away, reverse DDT. Vicious has actually beaten Fury's current tag team partner in Bad Company, Cassie Maverick, not too long ago. First pay-per-view of the season. You got to wonder how No Morality feel about the inclusion of Fury and Cassie Maverick into the tag division. Spinebuster by Miss Vicious. Miss Vicious now looking to fly. Look at that leap to the top rope. She wants Fury on her feet. Fury will happily oblige, slowly but surely. Up to the top rope, elbow. Miss Vicious with a kick to the back. Fury out of the way. Goes for a German. Miss Vicious slips free. Forearm to the back. Drop kick to the back. Now going to drag Fury to the center of the ring. Stop to the midsection of the alpha female. Imagine what this would mean for Miss Vicious to beat Fury tonight. Give her some major momentum ahead of her match with Riley Dixon. A rake of the back. I don't know if that does too much with the vest that Fury's wearing. Snapmare now by Miss Vicious. Now a reversal by Fury. Forearm to the back. Big lariat to the back of the head. Arm drag by Miss Vicious. Look at that Hurricane Rana by the current queen of the ring. You got to think it's not going to be. It's only a matter of time before Miss Vicious finally picks up the gold. Fury has the head. Oh my God! Just launching Vicious to the outside. Nice gut wrench suplex. Now another gut wrench suplex. And a 3rd and final gut wrench. Looking to pick Miss Vicious up to her feet. Fury wants this back in the ring. Doesn't want to get a count out here tonight. Oh my God, we know what's coming. I bet Fury hits more than one of these. Fury dropping those knees, trying to decapitate. Miss Vicious just slumps to the outside. Again. Fury once again looking to drop those knees on the upper body of Miss Vicious. Now this time an Irish whip by Miss Vicious sends Fury in the ring. Kick to the gut. Fury back to her feet. DDT though by Miss Vicious. Driving the head of Fury down into the mat. We know what Miss Vicious is looking for. Surprised to not see her go for the pin. Oh, but she's dragging Fury away from the ropes. Maybe now she'll go for a pin. Maybe she recognizes that would have been a rope break. Looking to hook the leg on Fury. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Fury able to kick out. We know how much it's going to take to put down the alpha female. But Miss Vicious does not care. Oh! Fury counters it. Fury counters. Oh my God! Fury scouting up Miss Vicious. Look at that submission. Look at her show Miss Vicious the bottom line. Will she be forced to tap? Only Quinn has ever escaped from this, and yes, she will! Miss Vicious taps center of the ring to the alpha female. Oh, look at Fury, of course. Oh, wait! The rest of No Morality from behind! Like I said, No Morality have had issues with Fury in the past, and they probably aren't happy with Fury being in that tag division. Standing tall over the alpha female tonight. I knew they weren't going to be happy with the inclusion of Fury in the tag division. Yeah, it's glitched ever since the last update. I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright, and now we're back with our third match of the evening. Riley Dixon takes on another former champion in the form of Dawn Bryan. Big match up for both. Dawn Bryan has a qualification match to get in the number one contenders chamber. Out on Chain, the contenders match. Well, the qualification match will take place at Infiltration Triple Threat with Joy Justice and Samantha Steele. We haven't actually seen Steele, I don't think, since her loss to Dynamite. Laura Sampson still has faith in the hardest hitting competitor in women's history. And then of course on the same night, Riley Dixon will be taking on Miss Vicious. Of course, Miss Vicious just picking up a loss. Miss Vicious isn't going to be happy. But it also gives Riley Dixon an opportunity to get some momentum over her opponent at Infiltration. She says she's going to go to Infiltration, the home country of Miss Vicious. And she's going to beat her in her home country to get a spot inside that number one contenders chamber.
Put your hands in the sky for a one-way ticket. Come on, everybody, gonna start this party. If you turn it to 11, then we can't go home.
And here comes Riley Dixon. As Laura Sampson puts it, she is the second coming of Christ in this women's division. She is the best thing women's wrestling has to offer. So far, she's proven Sampson right with the exception of one slip-up to Ali Cage, who is no slouch. But here we go. Riley Dixon faces her first real submission threat. So it's going to be someone who can match Riley in the submission game. Be interested to see how this match goes down. Riley straight out the gate with a wheelbarrow facebuster to Dawn Bryan. Dawn Bryan, of course, the third ever Women's Intercontinental Champion and the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion to actually retain her belt. And a tweet coming in from Cassie in response to Winters, who says, "No worries, I'm not going to kill you tonight. Maybe next week. Let's kick some whore ass." Of course, Cassie Maverick is not a fan of Casey Wilson. They've fought in the past. I believe Casey Wilson has 1, maybe 2 up on Cassie. Dixon catches the leg, outside sweep. Wait a minute! No! Miss Fishers obviously isn't happy with that loss. Coming out here to distract Riley Dixon. Dixon with her face looking away from Brian. Brian from behind. Oh, but Dixon able to counter it. But unable to get off any offenses. Dawn Bryan once again able to counter. Neck breaker by Brian. Welcome, Vic. Oh my God. Brian! Well, could we see Riley Dixon tap for the first time off of that distraction by Miss Vicious? Miss Vicious trying to make sure the momentum remains even. Before infiltration distracting Riley tonight. Oh, that drop kick was high. It might have landed kind of head first on the mat. Riley has Dawn by the head. Dawn set up against the ropes. Ricocheted into the ring. That has quite the snap on your neck. Can do some serious damage. If you've taken a lot of damage to the head or mat. Oh my God, that forearm was nasty. Dropping Dawn Bryan. Riley picking Dawn up to her feet. Dragon suplex by Laura Sampson's Golden Girl. Okay. Oh! Dawn Bryan with a clutch reversal. She was going for that rocket kick. Dawn Bryan countered it. That could be a turning point. Punch to the gut by Riley Dixon. Fireman's carry by Dawn Bryan. Dawn now. A tweet coming in from Fury says, "Oh, you little bitches. Didn't you know the last time you stupid idiots provoked me last season? But that's strike 1. Go ahead and get to strike 3 and see what happens." Dawn Bryan on that second rope. Of course, Fury just getting attacked by No Morality after she put down Miss Vicious. Well, I don't know if it was No Morality's theme. I don't know if it was necessarily Miss Vicious behind it. But Miss Vicious's theme playing midway through the match, distracting Riley, which is why you see Dawn Bryan in control right now. Dawn Bryan has chamber experience. One of the few with chamber experience. In fact, Jade Divine has chamber experience, but I don't think anyone else has in that chamber. Jawbreaker by Riley Dixon. Dawn Bryan rolling to the outside while Riley Dixon taunts. Dixon might have made the wrong time to taunt. Irish whip. Dawn Bryan with Dixon face first against that top turnbuckle. Forearm smash, another forearm. Wearing down the back. Overhand right by Riley Dixon and a forearm to the neck. Powerbomb by the Golden Girl of the establishment and another taunt by Riley Dixon. Dawn Bryan slowly getting back to her feet. Knee to the face. Spinning soul kick to the midsection. Irish whip. Dawn Bryan off the ropes. Single leg drop kick. Single leg drop kick. Catches the hands for a nice neck breaker. Now Riley looking to pick Dawn up. Riley this time connects. That boot to the side of the head. And now going for the maneuver that paralyzed Michelle Cox. That wheelbarrow neck breaker. This could be it for Dawn Bryan. Riley doesn't care about that interruption. 2. Oh! Bryan kicks out. Welcome, Vic. Now an irate by Riley Dixon looking to play it dirty. He knows the ref isn't going to stop it. Nice elbow from Dawn. A second elbow to follow up. Riley ducks it. Dawn sent to the corner. Big boot to the face. Forearm. Oh, Dawn takes the leg. There's the submission specialist that is Dawn Bryan. Looking to force Riley to tap out. Could you imagine if Riley Dixon taps out here tonight? I'm sure that would shatter any friendship between Dawn Bryan and Laura Sampson. Of course, Dawn Bryan and Sampson actually kind of go way back. Sampson enlisting Dawn Bryan's help to deal with Samantha Steele, who was giving her a lot of problems at the time back at last year's Implosion. in exchange for a spot in Money in the Bank. I would imagine if Dawn Bryan forces Riley to tap tonight, their friendship would go down the drain. Maybe Samson's expecting Dawn to do the job for Riley out of respect. Arm dragged by Riley. Punch to the gut. Oh, can she go for the bangerang there? Riley rolls through into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Bryan. 1, 2. Oh, now it's Dawn in trouble. 1. Only a 1 count. Dawn able to kick out. Overhand right by Dawn. Boot to the face by Riley. Riley again taunting. Dawn Bryan slowly back to her feet. Oh, that boot to the head. Nice little enziguri by Dawn. Will we see her fly through the air? Yes, we will. Catches Riley. Stomp to the upper body of Riley Dixon. Now a fist drop. Stomp to the face. Dawn Bryan off the ropes. Boot to the side of the head. A reality check by the former Women's Intercontinental Champion. Interesting. There's a single leg takedown. Trying to force a submission. Will we see Riley Dixon tap? Riley in trouble. She needs to escape from this. Oh my God! Riley taps at the hands of Dawn Bryan. Riley forced to tap. Dawn Bryan picking up the momentum ahead of Infiltration. And I'm sure Samson's not happy with that. I'm sure Miss Vicious is very happy with that. That distraction midway through the match led to that big reversal. And Dawn Bryan take nothing away from the former women's champion. Dawn Bryan picking up a win. Picking up that momentum ahead of that triple threat. Could Dawn Bryan be in the women's #1 contenders chamber? Loving this camera angle. Dawn Bryan with the big win here tonight. A massive win for Dawn. Heading into Infiltration. The Bish tweeting that he can't see. Match number 4 coming up. Fatal 4-way action between the 4 competitors confirmed for the Women's Hardcore Championship Chamber. Nancy Hurt, Jacqueline Bennett, Ryan Munoz, and Amber Briggs. We will find out the 5th and 6th. Competitors at Infiltration, as Fury will take on somebody to be determined next week. And Tiffany Razor will take on Christy Nori. I'm also getting word from the back right now that Charlie Baker will be defending her unbeaten streak at Unchained, not Infiltration. I guess Baker not going to be in action. Baker, sorry. Baker not going to be in action at Infiltration, but she will be defending her unbeaten streak at Unchained. Be interesting to see who against and what the stipulation will be. Baker currently riding a 9-0 unbeaten streak, certainly one of the high points of the new initiative run by Laura Sampson. Tiffany Razor and Charlie Baker definitely been top signings. Next week, as per a poll on the CMV website, we will also be finding out the #1 contender for the CMV Women's Hardcore Championship come Infiltration. As of right now, it's looking like it's going to be a fatal 4-way match between Sophia Gibson, Aurora, I think Jenny Wheeler, and Charlie Baker. So Jenny Wheeler, we had to get some revenge on Gibson. Will Charlie Baker remain unbeaten then? Even going into Unchained. Didn't expect Charlie Baker to be winning that poll. But here comes Ryan Munoz. Another newcomer to CMV. Been around for 3 months. Has a chance to become Women's Hardcore Champion inside that Elimination Chamber. But you know who's coming out next. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the current, reigning, defending CMV Women's Hardcore Champion. Currently sitting at 4 title defenses. The record for female competitors is 7, sorry. No, yeah, 7. The record overall is 9. No, it is 8. Yeah, Dynamite had 8. Novak had 7. I was mixing Dynamite and Novak up. So the record for women is 8. The record overall is 9. At Infiltration, Briggs will get her 5th defense as she looks to chase down that defense record. What's actually interesting is her brother, Andrew Briggs, will be taking on the man who owns that title defense record tomorrow night at Validation. So a kind of kick 'em while they're down going on between the Briggs family and Ryan Kent right now. If Andrew Briggs is able to retain and then Amber Briggs beats that record, Amber Briggs has only taken 1 loss in singles action all season, and that was to Amy Winters with the help of Josh Wolf. She's taken 2 losses overall. One of them was a multi-woman match. And, of course, this one here being a multi-woman match. The odds stacked against her favor. And, of course, the Elimination Chamber. Also a multi-woman matchup. But here we go. Bella's been rung. Bennett going after Amber Briggs. Of course, Amber Briggs made Bennett tap earlier on in the season. That powerbomb Boston Crab combination. Nancy Hurt and Ryan Munoz on the outside. Amber Briggs picking Jacqueline Bennett up to her feet. Going for a suplex. Bennett reverses. Punch to the gut. Nancy Hurt going for what looked to be a scoop slam, but Munoz reverses. Now driving Amber Briggs to the mat with a waistland into a senton. Now off the ropes goes Bennett as Ryan Munoz and Nancy Hurt go up the ramp. Of course, you can't win the match on the outside, but you can most certainly lose it. You don't have to be involved in the decision to lose this kind of matchup. Knee to the face of Amber Briggs. Shoulder block. Irish whip under that bottom rope by Ryan Munoz. Overhand right by Nancy Hurt. Nancy now with a headbutt. Amber Briggs looking to pick Jacqueline Bennett up to her feet. Misses the grapple. Trying to break that shoulder claw up. Backdrop by Amber Briggs. Ryan Munoz now in control of Nancy Hurt. Nice jawbreaker by Jacqueline Bennett to Amber Briggs. Straight right by Briggs. Briggs now with Jacqueline on her shoulders as a stop from Munoz to... Oh, nice reversal by Bennett into a DDT. Munoz still in control of Nancy Hurt. Bennett from behind though. Irish whip. Munoz over the top rope down to the floor below. Jawbreaker. Goes for a snapmare. Knee to the face of Munoz. Oh, it looks like both of the big ones ganging up on Munoz on the outside. Now turning on each other as Amber Briggs comes to take the bout to Munoz. Munoz definitely the odd one out in this matchup. 3 powerhouses. And then the high flyer in Munoz. Oh my God, Nancy Hurt just launched Jacqueline Bennett into the air. Amber Briggs picking Munoz up to her feet. Under the bottom rope we go. Briggs back in the ring. Munoz going to follow. Bennett still out on the outside now. Nancy Hurt going to follow. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination by Munoz. We've got 2 veterans in this matchup in Amber Briggs and Nancy Hurt. Nancy Hurt completely misses. Reverse DDT and then a neckbreaker once again by Ryan Munoz. There's a chop. Now just going to push her down. Big clothesline by Ryan Munoz. Briggs in the corner. A tweet coming in from Fury saying, I'd like to make it clear that even though Winters is teaming with Cassie tonight, Winters is not a temporary member or representative of Bad Company. I'm sure she's not. I'm sure that's just Samson trying to cost Winters some momentum. So he doesn't like Winters or Cassie. Driving Nancy into that near left corner here. Bennett in control. Irish whip across the ring. Crushing Nancy Hurt against the turnbuckle pad. That right from Briggs. Briggs! Botch DDT! No one's in the ring! Munoz has recovered though. Doesn't go for the pin. Realizing Munoz is back to her feet. Punch to the gut by Briggs. Elbow to the back of the head at Munoz. Briggs. I don't know. Briggs really likes sending messages to Fury. I think she's hit about 100 jackhammers this season. I guess that's one of her goals, to get even with Fury. She's made it 3-1. And if Briggs retains the infiltration and Fury wins that qualifier, has a chance to make it 3-2. But Fury on the other side would have a chance to make it 4-1. Snap suplex by Munoz into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Ryan Munoz on that top rope. Looking to fly. Looking to maybe hit that shooting star press. But Hurt picks Briggs up. Oh, the teamwork. Oh, but it's broken up by Munoz. I think Briggs might be going for the boss bomb there. Hurt countered it. Right hook in the corner. Munoz throwing Amber Briggs out the corner, off the top rope, off the center rope. Moonsault by Munoz. Drop kick, sidestep by Hurt. Overhand right by Hurt. Oh, was going for a big slam, but Munoz counters it. Leg drop by Ryan Munoz. And now it's going to be Munoz and Briggs going at it. A stomp there. Onto the apron we go. Right hook by Munoz. Oh, Bennett! That inverted choke slam. Nancy Hurt could be out of it. Bennett being wise. Dragging Nancy Hurt away from the ropes. Munoz and Briggs going at it on the outside. They need to get back in the ring. Bennett not going for a pin. Okay. In the ring we go. Bennett. Oh! Bennett! Bennett! Look at her crush the head of Nancy Hurt! Briggs doesn't see it! Briggs doesn't see it! The ref calls the match! Hurt unconscious! And Jacqueline Bennett picks up some momentum! of Unchained. Briggs didn't see it. She was facing the other way. And Nancy Herb put out cold by Jacqueline Bennett in this fatal four-way. Multi-man or multi-woman matches definitely seems to be the kryptonite for Amber Briggs. Will that be the case at Unchained? If she even makes it there and still champion. Of course, up next we see Willow Nightling taking on Kristen Page. Kristen Page obviously overcoming Megan Cooper, has that briefcase and now has her sights set on Quinn Bell. Unless Willow has something to say about it, Quinn Bell finally given the night off. I guess Laura Sampson felt threatened by the chance of a lawsuit, decided to finally give Quinn the night off. So tonight it will just be Willow taking on the current Money in the Bank holder, Kristen Page. A tweet coming in from the alpha female saying, elimination chamber match won't count for the score between me and Briggs. Besides, I don't waste time with click sellouts. All respect's gone. Willow Nightling has no Quinn. Backing her up tonight though. This will be a straight one-on-one match with the current Money in the Bank holder making her way. Oh wait, Quinn! Quinn! From behind! Targeting Kristen, I guess she's here! Running off to the back before Sampson can do anything about it. We've got to give Kristen a couple of seconds to get prepared for this matchup. As the oh my god, this transition. But the match will be going ahead as planned. Willow Nightling will be taking on Kristen. You're gonna wonder what that pre-match attack does for the Kinshasa that Kristen has. I guess she's going to have to be going back to the Emerald Fusion or maybe even the Codebreaker tonight. But Kristen Page attacked by Quinn Bell. Kristen obviously had her guard down, knowing that Quinn Bell had the night off tonight. But Quinn Bell, the ultimate opportunist, always has a plan up her sleeve, an ace in the hole. Knew Kristen wouldn't be expecting anything. Kristen, though, coming out strong here against Willow. I mean, Kristen certainly has the capability to still beat Willow. But she's not going to be using that Kinshasa, I imagine. Willow up on the top rope. Kristen down. Misses the elbow drop. Of course, for the first month or two of the season, Kristen Page was trying to get in the head of Quinn Bell, threatening a cash-in at every moment. I guess now that Cooper's out the way, Quinn feels that the cash-in could be imminent and she's going to do something about it. Picking Willow up to her feet now. Kristen with Willow up on her shoulders. Threatening Willow with that fist. Punch to the gut by Willow. Kick to the gut. Willow looking for a DDT to Kristen Page. The current Money in the Bank holder. Looking to pick Kristen up. Telling the crowd to shush. Neck breaker. Now Willow picking Kristen up to her feet once again. Overhand right countered, forearm by the current Money in the Bank holder. Now with Willow up on her shoulders for a Samoan driver. Kristen Page has the head of Willow. Knee to the face. Michinoku driver by Kristen Page. Nice elbows there by Kristen Page. You know she likes to use all of her limbs, knees, elbows, fists. I'm sure she'll headbutt you too. Looking to pick Willow up to her feet. Irish whip now by Kristen. Willow over that top rope. Kristen Page is not afraid to get hardcore. A tweet coming in from Amy Winters in response to what Fury said earlier, saying, I had no intention of staying around. I've got respect for you too, and I prefer being on my own. Kristen Page picking Willow up. Willow though, throwing Kristen into the steel steps. Willow also seemingly not afraid to get a little dirty. Again driving Kristen into those steps. Nice monkey flip there by Willow Nightling. Willow has Kristen on her shoulders. Got to watch out for this count out. I'm sure Willow would take a count out over Kristen Page any day. A win over Kristen Page is a win over Kristen Page. And it's a rare thing to come by. Kristen Page, to my knowledge, has only lost to Cooper, Aurora off of an attack by Cooper, and I don't know many more. Kristen Page letting out a howl for the crowd. Overhand right. Oh wait, Kristen Page. I thought she was going for a Death Valley driver. Instead taking a page out of Justin Sane's book with that overdose. Driving the knees into the face now of Willow Nightling. Kristen looking to pick Willow up. Willow sweeps that leg. Back in control. Willow backing up. Considering her options. Now looking to pick Kristen up to her feet. Willow going for perhaps a scoop slam. Looking to hang Kristen out to dry on that top rope. A stop to the arm by Willow Nightling. Now looking to work the back. Willow has those submission background as well. I don't know if Kristen's ever tapped. I think she was put to sleep by Quinn. I don't know if she was forced to tap. I don't know if it was the alarm bell or the Irish hangover that put Kristen away in that 2 out of 3 falls match. Knee to the gut now. I'm sure Tofu will happily confirm. Targeting the legs of Willow. Now looking for a lateral press. 1 count. Willow able to kick out. When I say hangover, I meant sleepover. Sleepover? Sleeper. Kristen Page up on that top rope. Looking to fly rare occurrence for Kristen. 2 out of 3 falls at the London event. Knee to the face of Kristen Page. Up on that second rope now is Willow. Misses the rolling senton. Boot to the face by Kristen Page. Kristen now with a boot to the back of the head. Looking for a submission of her own. A reverse triangle. Trying to force Willow to tap. Kristen, not really the submission specialist. Don't think she's ever scored a submission victory in her life. Forearm smash. Dangerous forearms by Willow. Willow setting Kristen up on the top rope. Willow scaling the ropes. Looking to drive those knees into the midsection of Kristen Page. Now a jawbreaker by Kristen. Knee to the midsection by Kristen. A punch to the gut by Willow Nightling. Willow back to her feet. Crucifix. No, that's not a crucifix. Crucifix is the other way around. My bad. Dragging Kristen to the center of the ring. Again, lateral press. 2. Not even a 2. Kristen able to kick out. Again, a tweet from Fury as Willow looks to look at another submission saying, Winters, you really think Samson will see it that way? As far as she's considered, you're in the same boat as us. Kristen again escapes kind of into a pin there for a 1 count. Irish whip now by Willow. You can see the slow. You can see the pace of disadvantage in Kristen Page's step after that pre-match attack from Willow. I mean, from Quinn, one half of Quillo. Targeting the leg. I'm surprised she's not limping. I'm sure that's why she hasn't gone for that running knee yet. Lateral press now by Kristen. 1. Nah, not even a 2. Kristen Page. Some knees to the side of the head of Willow. Another knee. And a third knee by Kristen Page. Now a snapmare by the current Money in the Bank holder. Kick to the back. Willow out of the way. Going for a German. A couple of elbows to the face by Kristen Page. Kristen with a cheeky German of her own. Willow clutching her back in pain, maybe some damage. So Kristen didn't need tap to Quinn. Okay, so Kristen has tapped before. I thought it was a passing out to the Irish sleeper, but no, it was alarm bell. Oh! Part the face of Kristen. Now it's Willow looking for the pin. Lateral press. 1. Nah, still not a 2. Wonder if we see a text message breakup here tonight from Willow Nightling. Spinning neck breaker. That was an old Sophia Caldwell finisher for a short while. Caldwell and Kristen have obviously had their run-ins before. Oh, that knee to the side of the head. Now looking to pick Kristen up. Sending Kristen flying through the air here is Willow. Willow in control of the current Money in the Bank holder. Stop to the upper back. Stop to the lower back now. Kick to the back. Looking to drag Kristen Page across the ring. Lateral press. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Oh! Willow! Looking for a bit of a text message. Break up! Oh, fireman's carried by Kristen. Kristen with that reversal. But Willow immediately back in control, like I said, slowed by that pre-match attack. Elbow to the face by Kristen. Kristen with Willow on her shoulders. And again, Samoan driver. Oh my God, Kristen backing up. I wouldn't use that running knee. I would go Femoral Fusion. I don't know how imposing that knee is going to be after that pre-match attack. But here comes the Kinshasa! Will that be enough? To my knowledge, less than 5 people have kicked out of this knee. And Willow joins the list. Thanking her best friend Quinn for that pre-match attack to take out the leg. Unable to really get the proper force behind it. Has the legs crossed for a brainbuster here. Now rolling Kristen Page over, lateral press once more. Going to be for a 2 count. Now a Hurricane Rana by Kristen Page. Looking to drag Willow across the ring. Again, lateral press by the current Money in the Bank holder. 2, only a 2. A stomp to the lower back. Kristen Page up on that second rope. Wants Willow up on her feet. Kristen Page looking to fly. Drop kick by Kristen. Stop to the midsection. Kristen Page putting Willow in that seed position. Up on one knee. A nice little snapmare. Elbow to the face. Kick to the gut. Willow again looking for this DDT. Plotting Kristen head first into the mat. crawling into the pin, taunting Kristen. Absolutely putting no effort into this pin. 2. Only a 2 count. That could have been a 3 had Willow gotten the full cover. Driving the knees into the midsection now of Kristen Page. And again. Dragging Kristen headfirst for a snapmare. Wearing down the body now of the current Money in the Bank holder. She's already had the legs worn down. Will the bodies go to? Will the body go to? Misses the grapple. Kick to the gut. Clothesline now by Kristen Page. Kristen. Oh! Catches that kick! Will kick to the back of the head of Kristen Page. Willow Nightling relaxing in the corner, telling Kristen to get up as she tries to regain her stamina momentarily. Willow looking to pick Kristen up to her feet. Takes her off her feet with that boot. Eat defeat. Kristen put into that seated position now by Willow. Now dragged up onto one knee. Now up to her feet. Spinning neck breaker again. Oh! Willow Nightling scouring up Kristen. Willow's curse. She has only used this a handful of times. I don't know if anybody's ever escaped it. Will Kristen Page escape it? No, she won't. The legs worn down from that pre-match attack, and Willow forces Kristen Page to tap. Perfect execution of that plan from Quinn. That's how you send a message. Quinn Bell attacking Kristen Page before the match, wearing down the legs, taking away that running knee, and allowing Willow to win by submission. But there's no time to waste, otherwise I'm going to be late for work. So on to tonight's co-main event. Tag team action. The current Women's Intercontinental Champion, Amy Winters, teams with her infiltration opponent. They will be in the main event. A tweet coming in from Quinn said, and that's how it's done. They will be in the main event. Amy Winters main event her first pay-per-view, I'm sure. Actually, has Cassie Maverick main event the pay-per-view before? I don't know. I don't think she has. She's definitely been the highest women's match on the card before, but I don't think she's main evented. Might be a first for both. As the last Outlaw will take on Amy Winters at Infiltration in Winters' hometown. As Cassie will look to become a 3-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. Winters has been one of the fastest rising talents in CMV history. Could well be newcomer of the year when the time comes to make those votes. Tonight though, not only, according to Twitter, they seem to have no issues going into this match, although a lot of people in the past have said that. And then when the match comes on, they struggle to work together. But they're taking on the current Women's Tag Team Champions, Jane Lewson and Casey Wilson. And Casey Wilson has had Cassie Maverick's number in the past. Will Cassie find redemption tonight? Especially seeing as she's joined that women's tag division, she would love a win over the current champs. Cassie with that ever quiet theme. The former 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion making her way down to the ring. In just over a week's time, has the chance to become a 3-time Women's Champion, the first main event of a pay-per-view in her career. Live from London, England. I don't think it's the hometown of Amy Winters, but it's certainly the home country. I imagine should Cassie Maverick win, they'll rematch at Unchained. I'm not sure what will happen if Charlie Baker wins. I guess they'll find a new contender. Now here comes the current Women's Tag Team Champion, Casey Wilson, Jane Lucid, making their way down the ramp. They will be defending once again, well, they'll be defending against the Warsaw Pack at Infiltration. Of course, following their win by countout for the vacated belt this past month with Revelations. The belt will be on the line in Tornado Tag Team rules. But it will be Amy Winters starting in the ring with Casey Wilson. Sizable size differential here. Surprisingly, Amy Winters the one taking control of the grappling. That's more Casey Wilson's forte. Casey Wilson, though, showing off the power. Knee to the midsection of Amy Winters. Amy Winters looking to pick Casey up to her feet. Overhand right. Forearm to the back. Backdrop there by Casey Wilson, in control of Amy Winters. Now, Amy Winters' kryptonite has seemingly been submissions since her CMV debut. Of course, I think she's been put to sleep twice by Quinn Bell in singles matches. And Casey Wilson, of course, a fellow submission specialist, has that mixed martial arts background. Punch to the midsection. Uppercut now by Winters. Be interested to see how they've improved their submission game. So far, so good for Winters, though. Nice Northern Lights suplex by Amy Winters. Lucid calling for the tag. Wilson can't quite make it. Irish whip. Now into that far left corner. Let's see how well they tag together here. Will we get that tag? No, we won't. Wilson reverses it. Amy Winters counters now. Counters for scoop slam attempt. Sorry if you hear my mic moving around. I realise I'm going to be late for work, so I'm trying to get dressed as I commentate. My apologies. Rolling around with Casey Wilson in her clutches. Like I said, very surprised to see Amy Winters kind of having the grappling advantage here. Willow just happened. Beautiful match. Match of the night so far. Launching Amy Winters across the ring here is Casey Wilson. Now a stop. There's the hot tag. Here comes Cassie Maverick. And you know Maverick wants to get some revenge against Casey Wilson from eliminating her from the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament. Over the top rope we go, down to the floor below. A straight right by Cassie Maverick on the outside. Jawbreaker by Casey. Irish whip under that bottom rope we go. Casey Wilson, clubbing blow to the neck, boot to the side of the head. Amy Winters starting to recover. Jen would get intimidated by my singing. Kick to the gut. Winters has Casey Wilson has the underhooks. All the blood rushing to the head. The strength. There's the suplex. Now looking to pick Cassie Maverick up to one knee. Goes for a right, countered by Cassie. Uppercut by Casey. Now an overhand right. Here comes a hook and ladder by Casey Wilson. Cassie Maverick hung up high. Cassie Maverick gonna have to watch out for that rear naked choke. Punch to the gut by Casey. Cassie Maverick now. What are you saying, ladder? Goes for a stomp. Casey Wilson looking for a gut wrench suplex to Cassie Maverick. Casey Wilson going for a scoop slam. Oh no, a follow-away slam. Stomp to the face of Cassie Maverick. Looking to pick Cassie up. Hurricane Rana by Cassie. Now Cassie trying to pick Wilson up. Oh! Cassie Maverick giving Wilson a taste of her own medicine. Imagine if Cassie Maverick could force the Jiu-Jitsu black belt to submit here. Can't quite reach the ropes. Oh, I'm pretty sure her hand just touched the ropes. Come on, ref. Casey Wilson able to escape. I don't know if Casey Wilson's tapped in her career. Maybe the Quinn. Oh! Vintage Cassie Maverick! Launching Casey Wilson across the ring! Hanging her up on that middle rope. Now hooking the leg. Cassie looking for that victory, but Jane Lucid breaks it up, and now teamwork. Look at that teamwork. Oh, what? Cassie flipping off Amy Winters like, don't steal my opportunity. Oh, Warsaw Pact to the tap. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Last week. Couple of clothesline now by Cassie. Wilson up against the corner. Irish whip now by Cassie Maverick. Lucid in the far left corner. Uh-oh. It's been a while since Casey Wilson has felt this. Cassie Maverick set her up for a good old-fashioned gut punch. Boot to the chin. Kick to the gut now by Cassie. Cassie's cutter! Will that be enough to put down Wilson? 1, 2. No! Wilson kicks out. Tagging back out to Winters now. A stop to the inner thigh. Amy Winters up on that second rope. Oh my God, takes the referee out. Winters up on the second rope now. Taunting for the crowd. Punch to the gut. Casey Wilson has Winters by the head. There's the uppercut. Now on the shoulders of Casey. Casey driving Winter. Oh my God, headbutting the ref. A tweet coming in from the alpha female also. Oh! Casey Wilson was going for something. Winters countered it. Crucifix now by Winters into the pin. Only going to be a 1 count before Lucid breaks it up. And a tweet from Fury, who also has beef with Winters for eliminating her from. Oh! That big boot! As I was saying, he also eliminated her from Queen of the Ring, saying how I enjoyed seeing Wilson take that cunt punt. Tried for the hot tag, pushes her away. Northern Light suplex, a significant speed advantage. Oh, there's the hot tag, and here comes Lucid. Single leg drop kick to Winters. Second one countered. But so is that right. Clothesline throws Lucid over the top rope. Down to the floor we go. Winters. Neck breaker to Lucid. No, Fury was. The ref getting closer and closer to the count of 10. Dragon screw. Lucid picking Winters up. Oh, driving Winters into the LED board. Now torture for the crowd who are up on their feet. Don't really know who the heel is in this match. Lucid and Wilson kind of fan favorites. Winter, I guess Maverick, but there isn't really a heel in this matchup. Boot to the body. Forearm smash now. Winters. Under the bottom rope we go. Winters looking to make it back into... Oh! Casey Wilson stops Winters from getting in the ring. This teamwork by Wilson and Lucid, the ring veteran of Casey Wilson, stops Amy Winters from getting back into the ring. That tag team dynamic. There's that veteran ring ability by Casey Wilson. Saw the count was close. Taking no risks, just threw Winters into the air and took that count out victory. Great teamwork by Lucid and Wilson at tonight's co-main event. I'm sure Winters ain't too happy. I don't think Winters would have, because Casey Wilson's a very respectful competitor. But I guess whatever you gotta do to win, eh? But now, main event time. First time matchup. Amber Briggs, Ali Cage, Jade Dynamite. It's all good, Razor. And here she comes. She is part of the Women's Championship Elimination Chamber. She will be taking on, well, so far it's confirmed to be Jade Divine. No, sorry, number one contenders chamber. So far it's confirmed to be Jade Divine. Lexington Damsel and of course Ali Cage. At Infiltration we will find out who joins them. It will either be Joy Justice, Samantha Steele, or Dawn Bryant, and then either Riley Dixon or Miss Vicious. This is sure to be a great matchup. And here comes the former and inaugural CMV Women's Champion. Has a match with a debuting Andy Jaden at Infiltration. Casey Wilson just proving it's the legit way to win. Jade Dynamite and Ali Cage, sure to be one hell of a matchup. And so will the matchup at Infiltration. Andy Jaden, arguably the best competitor to have never competed inside a CMV ring, will be taking on the best competitor to have ever competed inside a CMV ring. No one else who is active on the roster has had a title reign lasting 9 months. No other woman has had a title reign with 8 defenses. Quinn, though, is coming close. Quinn will be at 5.5 months next Sunday. If she makes it to Unchained, she will be tied second longest. Here we go, though. Match underway. Northern Lights suplex out of the gate. Kick to the back. Dynamite up to her feet. Goes for a German. Ali Cage slips free. Forearm to the back. Now a couple of elbows by Jade Dynamite. Dynamite, of course, spent a solid 9 months off last season after an injury by Samantha Steele. Finally putting that chapter of her career to a close just about 2.5 weeks ago at Revelations, putting down Samantha Steele. Overhand right by Ali Cage. Nice back suplex. Now looking to pick Dynamite up to her feet. Ali Cage in control so far. Now what's interesting about this matchup, Ali Cage uses Whisper in the Wind. Dynamite kind of innovated that move inside CMV, calls it Light the Fuse. Both of them also love to utilize the Butterfly DDT. Ali Cage uses it in various variations, I should say. Dynamite up on that second rope. Cage, of course, also has that running knee. Dynamite has the curb stop and the Dragon Sleeper in her forte. Oh, Fury cheering for Dynamite. Obviously not in character Fury, but Fury in chat. Sweeps that leg out from underneath Fury. Dynamite. I'm sure these two got nothing but respect for each other. Nice uppercut by Ali Cage, spinning back fist, roundhouse kick, spinning soul kick. Nice neck breaker by Ali Cage. The next Superstars pay-per-view is in 4 weeks. It's Unchained. The next Women's pay-per-view is in 2 weeks. Infiltration, and then of course 2 weeks after Unchained. Well, not 2 weeks, next Sunday. So, 8 days. Step up Enziguri by Jade Dynamite. You see Dynamite already working the head. That's always been her style. Take out, as they say, take out the head of the snake and the body dies. Dynamite has always, for her entire career, targeted the head of her opponents. Kick to the gut. Look at that beautiful springboard DDT. Dynamite rolling under the bottom rope. Recuperate on the outside. That's the ring veterancy of Jade Dynamite, the experience. Dynamite setting Ali Cage on the top rope. That whiplash, that's going to do some nasty damage to your head. A slap to the face. I'm sure they're just playing around. Dynamite trying to motivate Ali Cage. Like, come on, give me some more. Fireman's carry now by Ali Cage. Bit of competitive respect between these two. Knee to the midsection now by Dynamite. Dynamite with that beautiful Amari roll. Inside leg sweep. Takes Ali Cage off her feet. Now targeting the leg. Going to take away that knee. Now if Ali Cage is smart, she'll be like Kristen Page. If her knee gets targeted a lot, she won't be like Kristen Page. She will not go for the knee if her leg gets targeted too much. That was evidently the downfall of Kristen Page earlier on tonight. Irish whip over that top rope onto the apron. Sunset flip. Powerbomb to the outside. And Ali Cage, her head bouncing off that floor. That's not going to feel comfortable. Brainbuster now to Dynamite. Couple of stops to the upper body. Ali Cage looking to pick Dynamite up to her feet. Has her by the head. Spinning neck breaker. Dynamite now has control of Cage. Nice shoulder block. Dynamite picking Cage up. Irish whip by Ali Cage. Underneath the bottom rope. Slides in to follow. Overhand right by Dynamite again. Drive in the back of the head. Look how much Dynamite has been going after that head. She said when she was going up against Winters, normally the old Dynamite would go out here in an attempt to maim you. In an attempt to put you down, whereas the new Dynamite is out here to put on these stellar matches. But you've got to think there's always going to be that strategy there to put on a great match, but to also damage your opponent to the point where she can't compete. This is the main event. Irish whip over the top rope. Down to the floor we go. Shoulder block by Ali Cage. Over the top rope now onto the apron. Ali Cage is not scared to fly off that apron. We've seen Ali Cage put her life on the line hundreds of times. Moonsault now. Oh, catches Dynamite. Reverse DDT. Dynamite though with a jawbreaker. Counters that double leg with a gut wrench suplex. A stomp to the arm or the shoulder. Looking to pick Dynamite up. Dynamite has an uppercut rocking Ali Cage. Knee to the forehead of Dynamite. Nice reversal by Cage. Kick to the gut. Ali Cage with a neck breaker to Dynamite. Ali Cage back in the ring. No way is Ali Cage going to take a count that win over Dynamite. Come on. She's waiting for it. Maybe she has faith Dynamite will get back in the ring. She's telling her to get back in the ring. Dynamite makes it, but that's the wrong time to taunt. Lariat to the back of the head. Again, working the neck. Something tells me that's going to come into play. I don't think Ali Cage will be wanting to take a curb stomp after all these shots to the back of the head. A stop to the arm. Dynamite now working the leg again, trying to take away that knee. Dynamite seemingly coming into this match with a perfect game plan. Boot to the chin by Jade Dynamite. Ali Cage rolling to the outside, creating some room between herself and Dynamite using the ropes. Forearm smashed by Ali Cage. Springboard catches Dynamite, taking a page out of Origin's book. Dynamite now up to her feet by Ali Cage. Irish whip over the top rope onto the apron. Look at Ali Cage taunting Dynamite. Ali Cage standing right in front of Dynamite, dragging her to inside the ropes, going for a neck breaker, hanging off that second rope. Overhand right by Ali Cage. Elbow to the face by Dynamite. Snap suplex by Dynamite, not going to let go. Another snap suplex by Dynamite, and again not going to let go. And fisherman's this time. A stop to the back. Dragging Ali Cage away from the ropes. Looking to hook that leg, looking to put Cage down for the count of 3. 1. Kick to the back, Ali Cage still down on the mat. Dynamite on the apron. Springboard, swanton dive. A stop to the back again. Looking to pick Ali Cage up. Ali Cage on the shoulders of Dynamite. Dynamite trying to hang Ali Cage out to dry on that top rope. Now a stop to the leg. Dynamite picking Cage up. Snapmare by Dynamite. Elbow to the face though by Cage. Now a Northern Lights suplex by the former Hardcore champ. Beautiful bridge. Doesn't stand for the pin. Now taunting Jade Dynamite. Dynamite slowly getting back up to her feet. Nice axe handle, I guess. Couple of them to take Dynamite down. Beautiful trip. Boot to the head. Dynamite in the corner. Could Dynamite be about to receive a taste of her own medicine? No, she won't. Has that move locked down. Dynamite will not be taking that. Whisper in the wind, but Ali Cage might be on the receiving end as Dynamite lights the fuse. Put down many a competitor with that maneuver, not going into the pin on Ali Cage though. Again, working the leg, taking away that running knee. Ali Cage into the pin on Dynamite, hooks that leg, one, still only a 1 count. Kick to the midsection of Dynamite, kick to the, a stop to the arm of Dynamite. Trying to wear down Jade Dynamite, trying to wear the arm down. Ali Cage picking Dynamite up. Oh! Cage might be going for a barfly DDT! Dynamite counted it! And now Dynamite looking to end this once and for all with a curb stop. Ali Cage might be injured. All these attacks to the neck. 1, 2. No! Cage kicks out. We know the heart of Cage. But Ali Cage might be injured. I'm surprised she's still going. 90% of Dynamite's maneuvers tonight have been to the head. Taking no risks against Ali Cage. Cage into the pin on Dynamite, refusing to lie down. Elbow to the forehead of Dynamite. Ali Cage circling Jade Dynamite. Up on that second rope. Elbow drop. Big boot to the upper body of Dynamite. But Dynamite back to her feet. Able to recover. Shoulder block. Now going to drag Ali Cage away from the ropes. Ali Cage realizing that Dynamite is going to counter that whisper in the wind every time. Going for the big boot instead. Kick to the back. Ali Cage though eats it. Up to her feet. Overhand right. Oh, Cage! Realizing that that knee might not be as effective. Gets the underhooks in. Hooks the leg. And Ali Cage is going to put down Dynamite here tonight in the main event. No, she's not. Dynamite kicks out. Ali Cage remaining in control, picking Dynamite up to her feet. Both of them have hit finishers. Ali Cage trying to hang Dynamite out to dry on that top rope. Ali Cage now into the pin on Dynamite. 2, only a 2. Punch to the body now by Dynamite. Back to her feet. Head scissors takedown. Again, lateral press while hooks the leg. 1, 2. Dynamite, Irish whip, top rope, onto the floor below. Once again to the outside, these two spill. Dynamite looking to put this match back in the ring. Ali Cage head first. Oh my God, Ali Cage actually collapsed off of that. This is not looking good for Cage. She's shown all the heart. Fighting on instinct right now. Dynamite with the Irish whip to send Cage back into that ring. Elbow to the forehead. Dynamite has that barfly DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that might be enough. If Dynamite goes into the pin, Ali Cage laying there out. Oh wait, Cage! DDT. Cage now with a pin attempt. Rope break. Punch to the gut by Jade. Back to her feet. Overhand right. Oh my god, the submission! The Dragon Sleeper! But it's a rope break! Irish whip. Near left corner for Ali. Pardon me. And again. Dynamite. Setting Cage up top rope. Ali Cage pushes Dynamite away. Look at her fly. Boot sidestep by Dynamite. Ali Cage with Dynamite on her shoulders. Looking for some snake eyes. And now looking to straight up decapitate. Jade Dynamite with that leg drop over the top rope. Back into the ring, Ali Cage goes. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 again. Forearm smash by Dynamite. Dynamite has Ali Cage by the head. Dynamite again, looking for that whiplash. Come on! Ali Cage can't take much more of this. 1, 2, 3. And as I suspected, all that damage to the neck, simply too much for Ali Cage to withstand. I'm actually getting word from the referee through the old earpiece. I think Ali Cage might have a neck injury. I don't know what that means for her place inside the chamber. But Ali Cage might be coming out of tonight's action with a neck injury, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, this has been Mr. Nashtastic. With episode 40 of Ferocity, episode 314 as a whole. I am literally going to run to work now. I've got 12 minutes to run, maybe I don't know, a while, quite a way. Luckily I'm dressed. But I will see you Tuesday, peeps. Peace out.